Alright, so last time we fixed a couple things and we added the pause button, and this time let's actually add the pause menu. So if you haven't seen the last one, just go ahead and watch those so you can get caught up. But let's pull up our content drawer, content browser, and we'll right here in our blueprints for our third character, right click and you want to add a new folder. So we want the folder to be called HUD. You can call it HUDs because we're going to add multiple HUDs there. HUDs are heads up displays. That's what it stands for, heads up displays. So for the first one, let's add a folder, and we don't have to folder it, but we're going to call this one the pause one. So inside that folder, if you click it up, then we're going to right click and we're going to go all the way down to user interface, and we're going to click widget blueprint. User widget blueprint. Once you click on that, it's going to be here, and we'll call it pause menu. Perfect. So that's our menu for pause. Now we have to go design that. So again, we're not going to make it complex in this part of the series. When we get further down the road and actually doing the game, then yeah, we'll make it more complex. But for right now, we'll set it up so simple. So let's double click on it, and you're going to be met with a blank screen. You may have a green box here. If you have a green box, that's good. If you don't, you're going to be like me, and we have to add it. So come over here in the palette on the left hand side and type in canvas. Click and drag the canvas panel right here underneath the pause menu. So now we've got a canvas panel. Perfect. And in order for this to be correct on everybody's screen, no matter what screen they're playing on, maybe they're playing on a big TV, maybe they're playing on a small laptop, we need to make it so it's right on everybody's screen. So right click on your canvas panel and press wrap with scale box. Okay, that's cool. And then right click on the canvas panel one more time and say wrap with size box. Now this is going to make sure that it's perfect for everybody's screen. But before we go on, let's click on our size box and come over here to, it's on the right hand side, it's going to say child layout. Width override, click checkbox. Height override, click the checkbox. I'm going to set my width to 1920, and I'm going to set my height to 1080. Oops, not 1080. Alright, cool. So this way it's going to be 1080, display on everybody's screen. Even though it won't necessarily be, it's going to just basically scale to that. So we got that set perfect. Click X over here. Now, in our canvas panel, we need to add the word pause at the top to let us know the game is paused. So on your palette, you can find text. Click and drag text right here to the middle of the screen. Now, we need to make sure that it's anchored in the middle. So on the right hand side, on the anchors, come up here and anchor it to the top middle. Now that it's anchored to the top middle, what you can do is change what it says. So instead of saying text block, right here on the right hand side where it says content, we can type something different. So type paused. Now mine, I didn't put it in all caps, but you can put yours in all caps. I kind of like it not in all caps. On the right hand side, you could change a little bit more. Let's change the color. How about a blue pause button? Okay. And the font, you could change the font. So for the size, you can make it bigger. You can stretch this box to make it. Okay. Or you can make the typeface kind of like light, so it looks like that. You can change the font family. If you have different fonts, you can put your own fonts in here. Cool, that's pretty much all we really need for this. It's very simple. Compile, save, and press X. The next step is go to content drawer. Go back to your third person character, go into the blueprints, and we're going to pull up the character. Inside the character's pause, we need to make sure that pause screen that we just made comes on the screen when we press the pause button. So when the pause is true, then we need to display the widget, and when it's not, we need to destroy the widget, I suppose. So if A, let's type in a branch. Hold your letter B and type in branch. Down. That doesn't make sense. Hold the letter B and then left click, and then a branch will appear. So when A, which I think is going to be true, then we want to create a widget. I might have to do this episode all the way over because this might not be the way, but whatever. Create widget. And the widget that we want to create is the paused one that we just made. Pause menu. And in order for it to come on the screen, we need to click add to viewport. Perfect. Now in the false, which I think is going to be the B, what we're going to do is say get all widgets of class, and the class that we want is the pause menu class, and from here we're going to remove from parent. Make sure those two things are connected, and we compile, save, and we'll see if that works. If not, we're going to break this down and do this a little different. So let's see if that works. Play the game, walk around, press pause, pause is there, unpause, pause does not get destroyed. So yeah, let's do this a little different. So come back into your content browser, click back on your character, and what we're going to do instead is this. So make your pause little comment box a little bit bigger, and instead of the flip-flop here, we're going to do it the complicated way. So delete the flip-flop, and we're going to say, we're going to make a branch here. Now we want to set the game paused, and then when you press it again, oh shoot, sorry, I'm gonna cut this part out. Damn, this is the only time I have to do some editing. Alright, so on the flip-flop, we want that to happen. Oh, okay, cool. Alright, so it's not disappearing off the screen. So we'll do something different here. I got it. Let's make a variable. This is gonna be fun. And we'll make this variable right here. Press the plus sign, and then we'll say game paused. And we'll keep it as a boolean. Now what we can do is, when the game is paused, instead of, we can delete all of that like you just saw me do, and then even here we can delete this. So in order to get rid of the red line, hold Alt and click on the red line, and then in order to get rid of the B, we want to hold Alt and click on the B. Now what we want to do is copy and paste. So when they press the pause button, they're going to set the game paused, yes. But when they press it again, the pause will be unpressed. Perfect. When it is pressed, we need to create the widget. So you really didn't have to delete that stuff. That's just me being extra. Then add that to the viewport. Right there. Alright, perfect. Make sure you choose which widget you want to create, and when the game is unpaused, we're going to get all widgets. There we go. Get all widgets of class, and then we want the pause menu, and we want to remove from parent. Make sure that the blue is connected to the blue. And if everything looks right there, that's correct. But right here, we can set this game paused. This is unnecessary at the time right now, but we'll use it in the future. So set that the game is paused, boom. And then down here, we're going to set that the game is not paused. So unclick it. Perfect. Compile, save. Let's check it out. Once you press play, You go there, jump, pause comes up, pause, and it goes away. Let's change the color of that pause because it's blue on the blue sky. I don't really like that. So let's go into our HUD's pause menu. Go to the text, change the color. Let's make it like, I don't know, red is good. Compile, save, done. Now when we play and we press the pause button, there we go. Very blatantly obvious that the game is paused. You can unpause it and pause it, pause it. There you go. So that's a pause screen. Our pause menu is set up. We'll set it up more complicated in the future, but those are the backbones. In the next episode, we're going to set up some other cool things, so make sure you stay tuned. But for now, that's it. So I'll see you next time. Peace.